Hey, what's up you guys? My name's Hannah. I'm a lab tech at Wilson Camera. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we're heading over to Minnow to do some really fun stuff. Hi, I didn't see you there. Today I have the Canon 115U and the Pentax ME Super, and we're going to be talking about why you might want a point and shoot or a manual SLR. Let's get into it. So before we get into loading the camera, today we're going to talk about 3 main reasons why you might want to choose an SLR versus a point and shoot. The 3 things we're going to be talking about today are speed, control, and quality. First, we're going to talk about loading the camera. Whether you want more of an automated process versus a hands-on process, a point and shoot is going to be the easiest bet. All you have to do is pull the lead out and let the camera do the work for you by closing the film door. Whereas when you're loading an SLR, it might take a little bit longer and the control's more up to you. Every SLR is different. For the Pentax ME Super, we found that there's some little slots inside the back of the film door, and what you're gonna do is guide the film around the film door and into these slots. It takes a little bit longer, and as you can see, I like to sacrifice one of the shots so that I make sure it's loaded correctly. For ease of loading, point and shoots are quick and simple, whereas the SLR might take an extra step. So now it's time to shoot. With the point and shoot, it does all of the thinking for you. If you want an automatic option, this is definitely going to be the easiest way of shooting. If you're really worried about catching those moments in snappy situations, this is what you're gonna wanna use. Throw that exposure triangle out of the picture. You don't have to set your aperture. You don't have to set your shutter speed. Most point and shoots have a DX code reader, so you don't even have to worry about setting your ISO. Whereas on an SLR, remember that exposure triangle? Bring it back. You're gonna have to set your aperture, set your shutter speed, and you're definitely gonna wanna move your ISO so your light meter reads correct. Thanks, guys. Controls of an SLR can affect the image, so if you have a specific image in mind, it's definitely going to be up to you and the camera to get these desired effects, such as setting a lower shutter speed is going to get more drag in the image, such as we did at Minnow. It's basically just walk across really quick. That's all you gotta do. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. See, it wasn't fast enough. What I wanted her to do was walk across the frame and have the fish in focus and her be a little bit blurred and dragged out. I think I could achieve this effect with the SLR by setting my shutter speed to a lower shutter speed, whereas with the point and shoot, I had no control over the situation and the flash went off and it went too slow. So, couldn't really get this desired effect. OMG. Is that not the most delicious thing I've ever seen? Thank you. Dish delish. We're gonna have the camera also be in this one. Okay, so the food just arrived, and you may be asking yourself, what camera should I grab? Well, in this situation, a point and shoot might be an easier click and snap than the trusty SLR, which might take a second. Frame, focus, snap. Like 3 times as long. So I don't know why the flash just went off, but it's not really up to me. It's kind of more up to the point and shoot at this point. It might be metering for something else, but with this guy, I can kind of choose if I want flash or not. So let's talk about the flash. The point and shoot decided whether or not the situation needed flash or not. When I was using the SLR, I had to decide if I wanted flash or not. If you want flash photos that look good and you don't know anything about shooting flash, I would definitely recommend the point and shoot for this scenario. Oh yeah, that's strawberry. Yummy. It tastes like cereal milk. Is that weird of me to say? In a good way.
Oh my god, you helped me with my camera the other night.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Wait. Didn't you just do do something?
Yeah,
you
it's like Gold
performed
Rush.
AK.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah.
Dude,
Thank you
let's
for
go.
that. Yeah. I just
of
broke out
course.
the new camera the other night, dude. I love it.
Dude, hell yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, I'm really pumped about it.
I'm so glad that that one worked out for you. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know the other one broke.
I mean, hey, it got some. That thing has some miles on it, so it's like I feel like with old shit too. It's like
Right.
it's just part of
It only
the.
goes so long.
It's just the cost of doing business.
Manual aperture control. Let's talk about why depth of field is important in your image. With an SLR, you have control over your depth of field. So if you want a higher f-stop or a lower f-stop, you can decide how much of the background you want in focus versus blur and get that really nice bokeh. Whereas on the point and shoot, I have no idea what the camera's doing. It's really just metering for the situation. So most likely if you have flash, it's gonna get that subject really crisp, and in focus, it's gonna be probably like f11, f16 deciding for you. So another point of controls that we're gonna talk about is a zoom versus a prime lens. The Canon 115U is 115 zoom, so I can be super tight and cropped in at 115, or I can be super wide at 38. Whereas with the Pentax ME Super, I was stuck at a fixed 50mm lens. And depending on what you're going for, a prime lens does offer a higher quality image. It's gonna be a more crisp image, whereas with a zoom lens, as you zoom in, they start to get a little bit softer. Another point that we should definitely mention is what you're going for. Is this an everyday carry where you're just looking to capture a little slice of life, or are you looking for a little bit more of an editorial style? Not every camera, like, there's no such thing as like a perfect camera. It's really what you're going for in a situation, because what I want to shoot isn't what you want to shoot, and what I use a point and shoot for isn't like what you want to use a point and shoot for. So we're just trying to give you all the characteristics that might help you make a decision.
And she's rewinding. Can you hear that? And I'll see you guys back at the lab.
I think our film's ready. Let's go check it out. And she's ready. Okay. Let's chop them down and throw them in the scanner really quick. I really love how I thought I ate on some of these, but it just did not focus on what I thought it was at all. Part 2. Let's talk about the images! So now that we've seen the images, let's talk about how we think the results turned out. Honestly, both cameras really surprised me, and both cameras also let me down in other ways. So I feel like the point and shoot did a really good job of keeping up with pace. I really captured some moments that I wasn't able to capture with the SLR because people were moving too fast and moments just passed me by. Whereas with the SLR, I was able to get some really cool editorial posed shots that are gonna look perfect on my feed. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the point and shoot. The point and shoot did really good and not so good. Sometimes it metered correctly for the situation, and sometimes it didn't. I had some moments where the flash didn't go off and the image was super underexposed, but I will say this happened more on the SLR than it did on the point and shoot. The point and shoot also failed to capture focus when I was zoomed in, whereas the prime lens did a really good job at capturing focus every time. But that's totally up to the user. Going back to our 3 components of quality, control, and speed, I think that each camera hit the mark in different ways. I think point and shoot speed did a lot better than the SLR when it came to capturing the moment. The trade-off to the speed with the SLR was quality of the image and focus overall. Let's talk about one of my favorite shots. This one was with the Pentax ME Super.
This is the like a layer.
Oh yeah.
Why is this one cool? Because I got like this motion blur drag in the photo. His hand and the matcha itself are in focus, but as you can see, it's an action shot, so you can see a little bit of drag from the flash. It like captured the subject in focus, but he's like moving, so it's moving around. I'm gonna pop up 2 images on the screen, and your guys' job is to comment down below which you think was taken with the point and shoot and which was taken with the SLR. Got it? Okay. With all that being said, would you guys choose the SLR or the point and shoot in this situation? Let us know down below in the comments. And shout out to our friends over at Minnow. Thank you so much for taking care of us. If you guys are looking for a matcha and sushi spot, they're based in Phoenix, Arizona. We're gonna link all of their socials down below, so definitely go check them out. That matcha was fire. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch us in the next one. Peace!